Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a deep journey into one of the most interesting and important military trainer aircrafts in modern aviation history, the Hongdu JL-8, also widely known as the K-8 Karakorum. This is not just a story of an aircraft, it is a story of collaboration, of vision, and of how developing nations can come together to create something that meets their specific needs while also catching the attention of air forces around the world. In this review we will explore the development background, the design philosophy, the training roles it fulfills, the way it performs in the sky, and the global impact it has had since the early 1990s. I will keep the narration smooth and flowing, just like we are watching a documentary together, and this is part 1 of our 15,000-word deep dive. When we talk about the K-8 Karakorum, the first thing that strikes us is its origin story. Back in the late 1980s, both China and Pakistan realized they needed a modern yet affordable trainer jet. Their fleets relied on aging Eastern European designs such as the Czech-built L-29 Delphin and the later L-39 Albatross. These aircraft had served their purpose but were becoming outdated, expensive to maintain, and not equipped to train pilots for the new generation of fighter jets that were entering service. China's Hongdu Aviation Industry Corporation and Pakistan Aeronautical Complex at Camera teamed up to create something different, something practical, and something that could carry both countries into the future. Out of this partnership, the JL-8, internationally recognized as the K-8 Karakorum, was born. The aircraft made its maiden flight in 1990, a symbol of ambition and cooperation. Its design was intended to be straightforward, reliable, and cost-effective. Rather than trying to compete head-to-head with high-end Western trainers like the British Hawk or the American T-38, the K-8 aimed to be accessible. It was created with the philosophy that many air forces around the world could not afford extremely sophisticated trainers, but they still needed a jet that could provide quality training and some combat capability. The K-8 filled that gap perfectly. When you look at it on the ground, you immediately notice the simple but elegant airframe. It has a straight wing design, a conventional tail, and a sleek nose. Everything about it says functionality, but at the same time, it has a professional military jet appearance that inspires confidence. The cockpit is where the story gets more interesting. The K-8 was offered with different levels of avionics depending on what a customer could afford. Some came with traditional analog gauges, while others were equipped with more modern glass cockpit displays and head-up displays. This flexibility was one of its strongest selling points, because it meant that a small air force with a tight budget could purchase a more basic version, while a larger and wealthier air force could get a more advanced package that closely mimicked modern fighter cockpits. This adaptability made the K-8 an attractive option across Asia, Africa, and beyond. It is also equipped with dual controls so both instructor and trainee can operate the aircraft, and the seating is in tandem style, one behind the other, just like in most combat jets, preparing pilots for real-world fighter conditions. Performance-wise, the K-8 is not designed to break speed records, but it is designed to train. Early models used the American-made Garrett TFE 731 turbofan engine, which provided good thrust and reliability. Later versions shifted to the Chinese WS-11 engine, ensuring independence from Western supply chains. The aircraft can reach speeds of around 800 km per hour, which is about Mach 0.75, fast enough for training scenarios but not so fast that new pilots are overwhelmed. Its service ceiling is about 40,000 feet, which allows it to operate in the altitudes pilots will eventually experience in fighter aircraft. With a range of over 2,000 kilometers when fitted with drop tanks, it can handle extended training missions and even cross-country flights without difficulty. Its takeoff distance is short, around 500 meters, which allows it to operate from smaller airfields, another advantage for countries without extensive infrastructure. But what really sets the K-8 apart is its ability to double as a light attack aircraft. Many air forces in the developing world need their trainers to also be useful in combat roles, and the K-8 delivers. It can carry rockets, bombs, gun pods, and even short-range air-to-air missiles. With 4 to 5 hardpoints available, it becomes more than just a classroom in the sky. It becomes a weapon platform capable of supporting ground troops, engaging in counterinsurgency, or defending airspace against smaller threats. This dual-role capability means that countries can buy one aircraft type that serves multiple missions, saving money while increasing flexibility. It is a practical solution for nations that cannot afford specialized aircraft for every single mission type. When we look at safety, the K-8 was designed with reliability at its core. It uses modern ejection seats, originally Martin Baker in some variants, and later Chinese-built equivalents. The flight control systems are designed to be simple yet redundant, ensuring safety even in training environments where mistakes are bound to happen. The ruggedness of the design makes it durable and forgiving, which is essential for a training aircraft. A trainee pilot must be able to make errors, and the aircraft must be able to handle those errors without turning them into disasters. The K-8's solid track record shows that it succeeds in this respect. What makes the K-8 even more impressive is the number of countries that have adopted it. Beyond China and Pakistan, it has been exported to over a dozen nations including Egypt, Zimbabwe, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, and more. Each of these air forces saw value in what the K-8 offered: affordability, ease of maintenance, and versatility. The aircraft's unit cost, around $10 to $15 million depending on configuration, is a fraction of what Western trainers cost, making it accessible for nations with limited defense budgets. And because it is relatively simple to maintain, it does not require the high-tech infrastructure that more advanced aircraft demand. This is another reason why it is so popular in regions where logistics and budgets are challenges. Now if we imagine the K-8 on a runway, glistening in the sun, we can see why it appeals. It has a sharp nose that points confidently forward, wings that extend gracefully to the sides, and an overall form that looks balanced and professional. It looks like a jet should look, sleek yet purposeful. As it taxis to the end of the runway, the roar of its engine is not deafening like a supersonic fighter, but it has that satisfying jet growl that makes you respect its power. When it takes off, the climb is steady and smooth, a perfect match for the kind of training it was designed to provide. Watching a formation of K-8s in the sky is a reminder that sometimes simplicity is strength, and effectiveness does not always come from the most expensive or advanced technology, but from what is most useful in context. This aircraft is also symbolic. For Pakistan, it represents self-reliance and the ability to participate in advanced aerospace design. For China, it represents an early step in its long journey to becoming a dominant force in global aviation manufacturing. Together, they created something that has endured for decades, trained thousands of pilots, and proven itself in multiple countries. The Karakorum name itself carries weight, derived from the famous mountain range that connects Pakistan and China, a natural symbol of strength, endurance, and cooperation. As we continue in this first part of the review, let's think about the role of a trainer jet in general. Training jets are not glamorous like frontline fighters, but they are essential. Every ace pilot flying an F-16, a JF-17, a J-10, or even a Su-30 had to start somewhere. The training jet is the bridge between basic propeller-driven trainers and advanced fighters. It is the classroom where mistakes are corrected, where instincts are developed, where pilots learn not just how to fly but how to fight. Without reliable trainer jets, no air force can sustain itself. That is why the K-8 is more important than many realize. It may not make headlines like stealth fighters do, but it quietly sustains the foundations of air power in many countries. The K-8 has also proven adaptable to modernization. Some operators have integrated new avionics packages, night vision compatibility, and even precision weapons. Others keep it simple, using it strictly for training and basic ground attack. This flexibility ensures that the aircraft continues to be relevant decades after its first flight. It shows how well the original design anticipated the needs of smaller air forces. Keep it affordable, keep it flexible, and keep it simple to maintain. And speaking of maintenance, this is another area where the K-8 shines. Its modular design makes it easy for technicians to service the jet quickly. Parts are not overly complex, and the aircraft is not stuffed with unnecessary electronics that would require specialized tools. For countries where airbases may not be equipped like those in Europe or North America, this practicality is priceless. A jet that sits on the ground because it cannot be maintained is useless. The K-8 avoids this problem by being engineered for real-world conditions. As we close part 1 of this detailed review, it is clear that the Hongdu JL-8, or K-8 Karakorum, is far more than just a trainer jet. It is a strategic tool, a symbol of cooperation, and a platform that has given countless pilots their wings. From the deserts of Africa to the skies of Asia, this aircraft has become a familiar sight, training the next generation and standing ready to serve in combat when called upon. Its journey from concept to widespread adoption is a testament to what practical design and international cooperation can achieve. In Part 2, we will dive even deeper into specific operational histories, real-world performance reports, pilot experiences, combat use cases, and the long-term impact this aircraft continues to have on global aviation.